Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'll be starting this video. The main topic to focus out here is how to crack Neet in 4 months. Honestly, there are 118 days left for your exam. Neet 2023 is going to be held on 7th May. Forget what you have done, wasting time and stuff. This is the last chance to score your goal. This is the last chance to show your potential. You can do it only if you want it. Remember, there are about 2 million students sitting for this exam, and only a few thousand would be selected. Remember, you are not studying only for yourself, you're studying for the welfare of people. You are studying to come into the noble profession of physicians. You would own with respect the most expensive jewelry of all time, commonly known as the stethoscope. Cracking NEET is easy but not free. It requires investments. What investments? Time, compassion, dedication, determination, and the thought of never to let it go. Now to focus on how many days left for your exam. There are a total of 50, 81, 111, 117 days left for your examination. Now, dividing time, there are just 117 days left total for your examination. 22 days in Jan, 28 in Feb, 31 in March, and 36 of the last few days. Now, how do you revise or how do you do it? That is important. We have to leave these, we have to leave completely this part for revision 36 days total. We can't take a risk, we have to leave, we have to keep a 15 days buffer in March. So total we get 22 plus 28, 50 plus 16 days of March, that is total of 66 days. And in the 66 days, and in this 66 days, we have to complete 99 chapters. So with that, it comes to an average of 1.5 chapters every day, which is very much feasible. It's not at all difficult. It is extremely feasible. What I used to do was that I used to divide the chapters of physics, chemistry, and biology in such a way that if physics was a tough chapter, physics I was doing a tough chapter or a big chapter, then I would reduce the time of chemistry to nil. I would do a very easy chapter or a chapter which is too short, and for biology a moderate one, so that I can balance time regularly and do multiple revisions, which is very important because at this time we have to complete the syllabus at least once and then move on to revision. So completing things in 66 days, we have this time of 66 days, 99 chapters, so 1.5 chapters every day is the basic average. But if we can lead it to 2 chapters every day, or if chapters are small, we can do 3 chapters a day, then what happens? We get more time for revision, and that is what is needed. More and more revision. Neat demands revision. If you don't revise, you can never recall answers where you sit in that 3 hours paper. That time, that focus requires revision. You have to remember things, and things don't come that easy in your mind. To begin, you can always start with your favorite chapters, the most favorite chapters, the fact that you become doctors. I know in zoology, it's always the last few chapters in the class 11th book. Now, the digestive system, respiratory system, uh, last few chapters in the class 11th biology book. Yes, the fifth unit, I'm talking of that. That is the most favorite part of every medical student. You can start from there. The ideal way to prac- to practice this time period is divided into few steps, and you should know how to do it. First, the very first thing, open one short videos of that chapter. One short videos would cover the entire chapter, and you can do it in very less time. If you can, use 1.5x or 2x speed if you can understand things that good. If it's case of physics, please make notes separately, so that when you read it again, when you're going through that chapter again, you can do it very quickly, and make notes in such a way and read them again and again in such a way that if you are asked to write that note, you can write it even without seeing it. And in such a way you can remember things, and that is the reason why people can solve physics questions so easily, because they have nearly known everything written in their notes. For biology, you don't need to make any notes from one shot videos. Chemistry, inorganic, organic, no requirement. For physical chemistry, yes. Now moving on to the second point, read the same chapter from NCRT. How you read it is important. I'll give you a detailed video of how to read NCRT biology. For now, focus on 2 pages at a time. Just 2 pages. You read 2 pages once, twice. Close your eyes and try to recall what you read. If you can memorize what you read, if you can recall the points, you can recall the lines written out there. That means the things are storing inside you. If you think you can do it in a faster way, you can write, keep on writing the same lines. What happens? More senses work, and you can write, you can recall it even faster. Also focus on the NCRT diagrams, because questions come directly from there. Especially if you remember the morphology chapter, questions can come. Suppose a picture is given and they can ask you examples directly, or you have to choose from 5 or 6 examples, how many are a part of that. So you'll get these type of questions in the exams. Now after reading, what you're supposed to do is to solve PYQs, previous year questions. It is very very important, because you need to have the idea. You need to have the idea how questions are asked in the examination. Once you're done with the PYQs of that chapter, practice questions. Practice more similar questions. Once you have done 200 questions, 300 questions, trust me, you're nearly done with that chapter, and you're done solid with that chapter. Like, when you revise it 5 days or 6 days later, you will see a good progress in yourself. The graph will go in this manner. Okay. Now, what I say more is, sit for tests, sit for any tests, any standard company taking tests, sit for that. I'll give you a detailed video on how you should be sitting for tests and how you analyze the paper after the tests, because analyzing paper is very important. There are different type of strategies how to use it, how to use them properly. Teach I'll tell you about that in a different video, because it requires a lot of time to fit things in this video. The tests should be regular, that is once a week. The test should be once a week, and you should be regular for the exams and sitting for the exam without any fail. Something that is important is the sitting urge. You need to fix a place in your room, preferably in such a place where you get no vision except for your wall and book, so that you can clearly focus just on the book. If you are watching a video, please keep in mind to keep the device off after watching that same video. And that should not be anything else than a study video. That should be nothing else than a one shot video. You have to understand this. And the sitting urge should be at least 200 minutes, because that is your exam time, and you'll be sitting for more than that in that day. 200 minutes basic, that is 3 hours 20 minutes, plus 20 minutes after the exam, 3 hours 40 minutes, plus 1 hour before the exam, 4 hours 40 minutes, about 5 hours you have to sit continuously during the exam day with that much of pressure, tension, whatever you're holding in your mind. So don't, you don't have time to go slow at this moment. You have to go steadily and at a good speed. I'll say again and again, it's not tough. The exam is not tough at all. There are so many people cracking it. And you might wonder, there are so many people sitting for the exams, just few being selected for it. Doesn't matter, because not everybody is serious. There are just people sitting for the exam just cause they have to sit. There's nothing such a point. There are very, like, there are moderately, I'll say, serious competitors you'll be getting. So focus on your work. You can easily get a seat. You can easily get a seat in a government medical college. Neet is not tough. Neet is not tough, but it's not free. It demands sacrifices. You have to forget every other thing. Spending time with your friends, spending time with family, playing games, reading extra books. Please forget for these 118 days. If you want to grow, if you want to reach a place where you have dreamt of, you have to let some things go. If you want to hold this, and trust me, if you do so, if you keep all your hard work, all your dedication in proper place, the day of exam, when you come out, you'll have a smile on your face and you'll pat your back and say, I'm proud of myself. So put all your efforts, don't waste time when watching random motivation videos and stuff. The more close we move towards need, I'll be providing you with more videos that will be helping you, that would be assisting you have your graph in a good manner. Your marks might not grow at this level. Okay, your marks might not grow, but the summation. You remember the line said, small things make large. These small things will come and make it large in the last day. Or 2 3 days before the exam, you'll get good scores. Trust me, you can do it. Make sure you complete the chapters whenever you're sitting for a test. You complete the chapters properly, even if you're not completing every chapter for that specific test. Okay, whatever you complete, whichever chapter you're doing, you should be doing it fully, full heartedly. You should be doing the chapter, and not a single line of NCRT should be left for organic chemistry, inorganic, and biology. Physics, yes, there are chances, but these three, biology and organic and inorganic chemistry, there should be no lines left. uh with this, I'm going to end. All the best. Your hard work will show results if you put it in proper action and give the correct direction. Keep hard working. This is Rupayan Bose, first year MBBS student at Jharkhand Government Medical College and Hospital, signing off. Thank you.